Hi guys, it's a girl Kdid. Hey Kins, how you doing? Um, this video, I want to do two videos today actually, so you're gonna be seeing me in the same outfit. It'll be alright. I don't care. I do a lot of informational things, so I don't think you mind. I'm using my phone, not my actual camera, because it's a busy day today. At the point. So as you know, I was a foster parent. Because technically I still am, and I became a foster parent in 2017. That is a lie. That's 2021, December 17th. So December 17th is my date. And then I got my first foster child in 2022 in January 6th. I got a second one a little bit after that, in February. And I had to let her go because she stayed long. And incident happened, she tried to, my daughter, and yeah. So what they don't tell you about being a foster parent, right? I feel like training cannot really tell you exactly what it means to be a foster parent. You have to get down in the trenches. I mean the trenches, right? A lot of times, like going to school, like you being a doctor. Grace said I haven't been a doctor in my life, so I really don't know. But I feel like learning about something and actually doing something, and anything that you do, I'm a person, if you just teach me, I'm not gonna get it. I have to actually have hands-on experience to really get it. I'm also a person who, I could say this, I have a background like in daycare. I work with a lot of daycare kids, or kids in general, not just daycare, just kids in general. I've worked from the age of newborns to 18, and with disabilities up to 21. So I worked with a lot of different people, a lot of different kids, a lot of different backgrounds. Probably honestly more backgrounds than probably black people, to be honest, because the way I go. When I worked in Michigan, that was more like, I don't know if it matters, like people background. I feel like I've never, and I've done Asian community. I'm trying to tell you the communities I worked in general, like Asian, black, white, Hispanic. I work with a lot of people, so it's like, I think I was very meant to be a foster parent. I'm closing my case. If you have not listened to my other videos, if this is the first time seeing me, I'm actually closing my case. I'm thinking of just closing it out. Especially, there's a lot of different factors. Okay, a lot of different things. It could be the agency. It could be that just circumstances happen. Stuff they didn't prepare me for. Like example, a parent can open an ACS case on you, even if an incident didn't happen with you. And I know this because it happened to me. Something happened at school, which accidents happen when you have a baby. Things happen, and it didn't happen with me. And the only reason why they did this is because I told the caseworker about something that they did, which I didn't know it was a problem because this is what I do all the time. And all of a sudden this time was a big deal because it's this time they did something against what the judge said, basically, right? So mind you, they didn't do it right away. Incident happened in November at school. They reported me in January. That should have been a sign that, once it goes through, first you have to call this number, and it goes to this one place, and the place tells you, okay, well, shoot it to ACS. So then we'll kind of do it. Somebody's calling me. This is not helpful. But yeah, it's a scam likely. Sorry, guys. Hopefully you couldn't hear me the whole time. But yes. So they don't tell you that those things could happen. They don't prepare you that, I think they prepare you a little bit that parents can be kind of disgusting. I was with the one child for 2 years. So I had a child for 2 years and change, and hopefully she's doing well. Hopefully they're giving the love that she needs and things like that. One other child that was with my house, my daughter. That's why she had to go. They don't prepare you for what happens if they try to hurt you or do something to the other kids in your house. And the kid they try to do this is my daughter. So it's not like they do it to another foster kid, that's still bad in itself. But you're trying to do it to my kid, the only kid I actually have, in life. She thought my daughter was a foster kid too. And I was like, I asked her, I was like, do you think Kdiddavis is a foster kid? She said, yeah. I'm like, no, she's my actual daughter. That didn't stop her anyway. She still terrorized her either way. Whether she knew what she's my daughter or not, she still terrorized her until I had to bring her to a place. So yeah, they don't prepare you. Example, the daughter that I got, they gave me, they tell you in training, every agency is honestly different, but I had to see the agency, and they told me, oh, the child, about clothes, Da, da, da. If they've been in the system, they're not going to give you clothes. If they're new in the system, they're going to give you money for clothes. The problem is that, luckily, I had KK's clothes to work with, because when she came, a lot of her clothes were small. Because you know, newborns, they grow fast anyway, so I'm not going to blame everything on the foster mom she wear, but 98% of the clothes she had was small, and I had to go buy a couple of things. I didn't, like, think about it with foster care. You don't know what kid you're going to get. So I didn't have enough time to, I have clothes for KK. Like, I have all of KK's clothes. It's a hole and it all looked really bad. I kept up all KK's clothes. I didn't throw nothing away. So I had everything in storage, but I heard that day, can you get a kid? I'm like, I could do this, you know, like, kind of thing. And is it the next day or the day before? I think it was the day before. The next day I got the kid, I believe. It was that same day. I forgot. I'm pretty sure I put in the video. But I didn't have time to go get the stroller in the thing in the store. No. It was the same day. I didn't have time to get the stroller. I didn't have time to get clothes out of storage, nothing. And I don't want to just get clothes out of storage either, just put on a baby. No. Like, if you get new clothes, you wash that thing. So I wanted to wash the clothes and make sure, you know, and wash with baby detergent. She's not a newborn though. She was 10 months old when I got her. But they don't prepare you for that kind of stuff. Like, they didn't give me no clothes, no nothing for her. I only got what the foster mom had, and that's it. Nothing to kind of, you know, do with that. So they don't prepare you, I feel like, enough for, like, if you have a child in your house, how the detachment is going to be. Because even though you explain to your child, like, this is not mommy's kid, but they built a bond with them. It's like she was there for a week, 2 weeks. She was there for 2 years and change. At this point, that's her sister. Like, that's her sister. That's her boo, you know? So when Katanya found out about it, she cried, you know? And that's one reason why I'm closing down my house, is because of that. And initially I didn't really want a baby per se, unless I'm keeping a baby, because I'm doing all the work and the baby's gonna go back home. That's a lot of, no. That sounds so mean, but it's a lot. You have to potty train them, you have to help them talk, and then she was also delayed in a lot of things. Not a lot, it was a few things. So it's a lot of things, and with the age gap, I don't believe in age gaps in kids, and she was 2 and Katanya was 8. They can't do the same thing. And I'm a single parent, so it's like, if I want to do an activity, I have to bring one along and not do the activity. And I'm a person who I'm not the parent who just sits back sideline, like, go baby, let's stay in the park. And I'll bring my kids to the park like that, to be honest. I want to be part of the adventure. If we're going to an amusement park, I want to be on the rides. So, as a single parent, unless you're going to have a group of 10 people there, you're not going to be going to anything. If you have a child, a baby, KK will go by herself. And I'm going to be tight about it. I'm like, I waste money to come here, and I have this baby with me. So, those kind of things bother me, and most times, well, sometimes, honestly, because I do everything with my kid, I'm the same way with KK, I don't like leaving my kids with everybody. The only time I really left her with anybody, like, it'll be church people you sign up on or whatever, is when I had to take KK out to, like, Girl Scout activities that she couldn't go. And then I feel guilty of leaving her there, because I'm like, I wouldn't do this to KK, but it's like, I'm a single parent, I have 2 kids, and they're not in the same age group. This is gonna happen more often as KK get older, because she can't do the same thing that KK is doing, you know what I'm saying? So being a single parent, that's kind of hard. And then incidents happen. So one of the last incidents happened to me. I told the lady I was going somewhere with KK, my daughter. As you know, if you don't think KK is my bio daughter, right? Which I hate saying that, but secondly, that's what she is, right? My bio daughter, and I was bringing her somewhere, but the baby could not come. When she came, I'll have to pay a big amount of money for her for no reason. The case manager said, fine, we'll find out respite for you, which respite is overnight care, basically. All of a sudden, the day of, oh, we don't have respite for her. They didn't prepare me for that. Like, if I say, and this is the first time it happened since I had her, and like, the first year I didn't take no respite for her. I was like, let me just not get respite, keep all the time. Second year, I started getting respite, and I'm like, why not at this point? So I brought her, like, well, also not why not, but I went out the country, she couldn't come. I brought her to my first work trip, was fine, it was okay-ish. It wasn't, honestly, it wasn't bad. She was good 98% of the time for a 1.5-year-old, that's pretty good, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was really good, she was quiet, she probably screamed like once. It is what it is, you know, it's a baby. You know, I think she did very well. But the second, I also brought her stroller with her. I, at that point, wasn't even having her stroller, but because I go to my job and I could strap her down, I brought the stroller with her. The 6th time I was not bringing the stroller. So I had 2 direct trips out this, I went to Washington, D.C., And I didn't bring her with me. I know she's not going to be still. She's not going to be quiet. She's not going to sit down. So I let her put in respite. So the supervisor called me and said, why do you need respite? I'm like, because I'm doing. She said, oh, you should bring her with you. You get money. I didn't want to be rude and be nasty because I'm not trying to be that person, trying to be a, nice person. She said, because you get money. Y'all don't give me enough money to take care of your baby. Not their baby, but the city's baby. Like, y'all really don't. People might think, oh my God, people make foster parents make the money. We don't. They call it boarding. And they pay you by day the child's in your house. And you don't make that much money. You don't make that much money. You cover my rent a little bit. And if she was in my house now, that money wouldn't cover my rent at all. Because my rent went up. So, y'all don't make that much money. Granted, I'm gonna pay for KK, but this is not my child. I'm taking care of it for the system, right? And I don't mind doing that because that's what I signed up for. But she said, "Oh, they give you money for all this." I'm like, "Yeah, I give you technically money for boarding. That's what it's called under." She's in my house. I take her to school. I make meals, right? I have to discipline her. Like I just tell her, stop doing that so she'll, kill herself. Like, don't climb on that. I got to do all of that. That's what mommy's jobs are. But every activity we go to, y'all supposed to be paying for. And if you're not paying for it, she's supposed to be going somewhere else. That's what they told us. Like, if there's an activity, if you go down to the state or you do something like that, they will reimburse us for it. I had a feeling they were not going to reimburse me for this. Because I seen how they've been acting about other stuff. And then once before this, they did not pay me for a certain amount of days, and they finally paid me this month, February. And the incident happened in November, December. And it took them a long time to even pay that. I was like, I didn't get paid. They had to do an investigation. The child was in my house the whole time. They didn't want to pay me. I don't trust you guys to reimburse me for nothing. And from what I hear for other foster parents, it takes forever to reimburse you for stuff, if they even reimburse you at all. So I'm not taking the risk. The ticket was like, at first I was going to get an $80 ticket, but I ended up getting like a $20 ticket. I was like, I don't want to go to this thing, but I'm not paying $80 for a baby who does not understand what the hell's going on in front of her. It was a child-friendly event. Child-friendly for KK, but it was a child-friendly event. So I'm like, she said, oh, you get money for pay. Miss, are you serious? You know how much I get. You're the supervisor. You think that money is enough to cover, like, that stuff they don't prepare you for. They don't prepare you for having about 5 or 6 caseworkers. You have to get to know each one of them every time they come in because everybody's quitting because you suck. They don't prepare you for that. They do not prepare you for that. They don't prepare you that, I think they do prepare you for this, like people just popping up if they want to at your house. They usually call and stuff like that because if I'm not home, you're not gonna get in because you can't just get in my house when I'm not there. But I don't know. It's just like, I think mostly they don't prepare you for the parents and things like that. It's just a lot. But honestly, I think being a foster parent is rewarding. I like doing it. I wish I had a kid what was adoptable. That's what I was really trying to keep my house open for, is an adoptable kid. And now some other circumstances happened. My rent for my apartment went up $200. So now I'm gonna be paying even more rent. And now I have storage. So unless I get another kid, which right now, KK's room, I don't know if anything can fit, like in the person of anything can fit in that room. I don't know what happened. I just feel like so much stuff is in my apartment. I don't know what it is. I just feel like so much stuff. And the apartment is so daggone small. We just need to move. But with the emotional distress that KK had when this baby got, she cried tears. Like, it's like her sister died and left her. That's what it looked like. Like, you could tell. Because they told me that she'll leave in November and she ended up leaving in January. I prepared Katani from like around September, October. Because I didn't want it to be that hard on her when she just left. You know what I'm saying? I made sure I told Katani that I knew what she might have left. I said, Katani, give her all the hugs and kisses you can. Give her all the hugs and kisses you can. I'm like, Katani, and at the night, I told her she's permanent gone. I said, do you give me enough? She said, yeah, no. She's like, no. If you have a child, I feel like if you have older kids who could really, really understand, like teenagers, 20-year-olds, like, they are more equipped. But having a child who's that young, who even though you explain it to them, they don't get it. Because you're like, a kid that you're going to tell them things 20, 35 times for them to really comprehend what you're saying. Like, clean your room, wash your back, clean behind your ears. Like, these are, you know. So I think it's very, very hard for them to kind of comprehend what it really is about, even though I explain what foster care and adoption is. And you know what it is? The 2 caseworkers before this last caseworker gave me hope, and I think that was a problem. They said she's going to be adopted out, and it also that the father was not doing his job at first, and then all of a sudden he just started doing his job this year. So that's the situation. So I gave myself hope for a little bit, but at the end of the day, I tell people's like, oh my gosh, she don't feel anywhere. She's not my kid. I did not have her. She can go at any time unless a judge. I tell people all the time, so a judge signed on that line that I could have her. I'm not gonna be excited. Like, it's nothing to be excited about because she's not my kid, and that's how I think I cope with things better than most people who are foster parents, because I see it as a daycare worker. I see it as a camp counselor, which these are things I've done before. No matter how much I like and love your kid, at the end of the day, they're not my kid. They're going back home. So that's how I see it. So I feel like if your heart, I'm gonna say if your heart is too big, but if you know how to get yourself together after the person leave and not be so attached, then that's good. But I could detach really easy. Other things happen in my life and I feel like, oh, those things broke me down. But God thought I'll be that person forever, you know what I'm saying? So it's much different. When you know for a fact this person's not with you forever, it doesn't, it doesn't faze you as much. But I guess, also everybody's different. So that could be it. So I think being a foster parent, I said, do it. We need a lot of foster parents. Right now, they need a lot of Hispanic people, or not even Hispanic people who just speak Spanish in general. So it could be any background. As long as you can speak Spanish. It's very interesting how they have an influx of Hispanic people coming into New York City. And we know how America be. And all of a sudden we need an influx of foster parents who speak Spanish. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know if they're taking people's kids. The stuff they're giving us is that, kids are coming here without guardians, which is possible, without guardians who are under 18, and they're taking them into the system. From what I see, unless their parents died on the way here, a lot of parents are coming with their kids. So, taking people's kids away, or is that really true? You're saying that their kids, like parents died over there, It's so weird that a parent would just leave their child like that, but I guess if you're in a place like, I'm thinking like the Holocaust, people just like put their kids in safe environments and then kind of just get themselves captured. So it could be like, I don't know what's going on in these countries, I really don't know. I'm not there on the ground, really, boots and straps. So I don't know. Hopefully people are not taking kids away from their parents, because that's very traumatic, coming from a different country, speaking a different language, and you're confused on what's happening around you, and this is happening. I hope that's not what's happening. That would be pretty sad. To watch the time to make sure I don't go over. I have 2 podcast interviews by 10 and 11:30. But I don't care. So I hope that's what's going on. Some agencies are giving bonuses. So if you want to be a foster parent, definitely call 311. They give it. I don't know what the number I had for it, but you call 311. Hopefully they're going much faster now because it's not COVID right now. Asking like you want to be a foster parent in New York City. You gotta do, if you're in NYC, you have to do certifications every year. I did a video before about what you need to qualify as a foster parent, things like that, and what else? I feel like there's more stuff. I don't know. But, so that's kind of it, if you speak. And they're giving certain foster companies or agencies, whatever. I want to say this, I'm not sure if it's a public or private one she is in, but probably a private one. I feel like a public one wouldn't do this, but they're giving bonuses. If you become a foster parent, you speak Hispanic. It's been a long morning. If you become a foster parent and you speak Spanish, you get a bonus. So, might be the time to sign up. I'm not sure how much the bonus is. It could be different. Like the same thing as giving bonuses for teachers coming in, or just anybody who would be a teacher in Corona at this point. I wonder what happened to those people who just got in because they needed people to teach. What happens to them? Like, are they still teaching? Because I need people, or y'all fired them after y'all was like, Corona's over. I don't know. But guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being amazing. Share my stuff. Share my stuff. I'm just saying. I try to give out good content. I try to give out at least 85% good content. So, anyway, guys, thank you. Bye.